I'm going for a quick overnighter. It's a little bit after 3 p.m. so I'm getting off to a late start as usual. I'm just going to go, I think, to somewhere around Oi Futo on the waterfront in Tokyo, and then I'm going to ride around the next day. I'm headed east along Tamagawa Josui. As you can see, the trees have lost most of their leaves. The mulberry trees and the cherry trees and even the ginkgo trees have lost most of their leaves. I feel like I missed the fall colors this year. Maybe because we had such a warm fall. But now we're definitely headed into winter. Took a little detour to Inokashira Park because I realized I had forgot to fill up my water bottles before I left, so I knew I could get water here at the park, so I've just made a short detour. Now I'm going to go back to Tamagawa Josui and head towards Kannanadori. A vending machine for persimmons. Just drop in 500 yen and you get yourself 3 persimmons. I'm at my campsite now. I'm camped under a bridge, a little strip of greenery between some very tall apartment buildings and a very busy road. The road's maybe only about 20 or 30 meters to my left, and there's another less traveled road just about 10 meters to my right. But I'm in this little wooded area. It's almost like being hidden in plain sight. I've got my tent set up, so I'm going to start making dinner. I'm ready to start cooking. I've got some milk that I picked up at the convenience store nearby, and I got the fixings for macaroni and cheese. Later, I'm going to top it off with some hot chocolate.
Oh, good morning. I'm glad you could make it. Come on in and I'll give you a tour of the tent. Huh? What's that? You don't think there's room enough for both of us? Oh, sure there is, sure there is. You know, it's just like Snoopy's doghouse or Hermione Granger's bag of holding. It's much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Oh, and don't forget to take your shoes off at the door. It's a custom, you know. Come on in. This way. So step right in. Look here, see? You're looking at the master bedroom. I've got my sleeping bag and my mat. And look up here and you'll see I've got my expensive chandelier right next to the HVAC system. I would show you the swimming pool, but we're in the process of doing some maintenance, so it's really not fit to show people. And and I put the Rembrandts and the Van Goghs away for storage. You know, it's really you can't leave them out for too long because of ultraviolet light damaging them and so on. So you can see here in the corner I've got my my computer room, charging my devices, and over there I've got the closet where I keep my clothes and other gear. You'll have to excuse the mess. I've been on the road all day yesterday and I haven't had time to clean up. And that's about all there is to show today. Anyway, make yourself at home. I camped under the footbridge last night. I thought it was a good place. People using the bridge wouldn't even know I was there. Just over here, beyond the berm, is a highway. Well, it's a very busy road in any case. But it's very, despite being close to the road, it's a very secluded place. And on the other side of that wall is another road. So I did have to put up with the sound of traffic all night, but it's not something that kept me awake. For any people who might be geocaching in this area, you can find my geocache right there. Essentially, I camped right underneath my geocache. I'll put some cheese in there. I got the pastrami, and the eggs are cooking up okay. A little bit slow because it's on a low heat. The eggs are done. I've got the hot chocolate going on the stove. And I got my bread ready, so I think it's time to eat. This was the road I was camped next to. My campsite is about 600 meters in that direction and somewhere in the trees. And it's called the Oi Futo Greenway. It's just a green strip between those high-rise apartments and this highway. Here's a parking lot for the bullet train. All these Shinkansen are just waiting to take passengers to their destination. It looks like I've stumbled upon some Boy Scouts and their campsite. I'm at Minatogaoka Futo Park. It's about a kilometer from where I camped, and I think this would have been a good place to camp last night. Will we be friends?
kitty, kitty, kitty. Tokyo Fire Department, and there's a fireboat. Came here to look for a Christmas present, but no luck. They didn't have what I was looking for. In fact, that's one of the purposes of my trip this weekend. Well, it wasn't a complete bust. I'll have to find a present somewhere else. I'm on the home stretch now. I'm rolling along Tamagawa-Josui, headed west, maybe another 5-6 kilometers before I get home. I have to say it was a good trip. The cold wasn't as cold as I thought it would be, which is good, even though it went to -3 degrees by the time I woke up. It wasn't unbearable. Good sleeping bag, plenty of layers. Takeaway from this trip is that my phone batteries on the older phones don't last as long in the cold, especially the 5C. One thing I can say for certain is it's time to change my brakes. The pads, I think, are worn down to almost nothing. I don't think I can adjust them much more than I already have, and they're squeaking. It's really driving me nuts. It's time to get them fixed.
It's Christmas time and I want presents. Roast beef, I want roast pheasant. Deck the halls with gin and whiskey. Yuletide cheer makes me all frisky. 'Tis the season to be sassy. It's the reason to stay nasty. It's Christmas time.